Paul. She's the social services director, and she's going to talk about the programs they have and the reach in the community. Thank you.
Oh, can I add one more thing, please? Myranda is also, on behalf of St Vincent de Paul, a member of Kiwanis. So, not quite as brand new, more brand new than working at St Vincent de Paul, but officially yesterday we acknowledged that event. So, welcome for that too, Myranda.
I'm really excited to kind of work with you guys, and kind of interesting to see what you guys do and the reach you have in the community, because that's all that I do. And it's nice to be with like-minded people who share, big hearts and a love for their community. Just listening to you guys talk, that's evident. And a lot of people, I've heard a couple of ins and outs today about the turnover that we have down there. I'm here to stay. You're stuck with me. A little bit about who I am. I've been in Central Oregon almost 30 years. I graduated Crook County. I have 3 kiddos that are here local, 1 grandbaby. She's a whole month old today, so that's a big deal. I coach volleyball. My kids are involved in 4-H and FFA here locally. We are in Jefferson County, but, go forward, always. So lots and lots of sports, coach volleyball. Unfortunately, there's not many slow days in my world. Sunday afternoon naps are about the only break I get, and those are sacred to me. Everybody knows my door's closed at home. Don't wake Mom up, or we're going to be in really big trouble because the chore list is going to exponentially increase. I work at St. Vincent. I'm the social services director, and I've only been there since October. In that time, I've learned a ton about our community. All of the first world problems that I currently thought that I had are wiped out completely when you see people with no shoes and these temperatures, and their feet are purple and they're hungry. That kind of breaks my heart. Little kids that don't have a coat, things along those lines. That's kind of the reason that I do what I do, and it's very personal. One of the things that I'm super excited about that I kind of collaborated in creating this year was a Tree of Hope to help our home visitation clients so that those kids have something special around the holidays. New coats, boots, a toy, whatever it is that their kind of wish list item was. I know there's several giving trees out in the area. I only had 9 little kids that I needed help with, and those were gone within days. I don't know who picked them up. I don't care. They're gone. They're taken care of. The Lord has definitely provided for them, and I was super excited. Just to see the looks on those little people's faces is pretty awesome. St. Vincent, I think, has been around a long, long time. I was teasing Ron that I had never been in the building before I started working there. Or maybe it was you, Dave.
Both of us.
I had never stepped in the building. It's a weird building. And I had no idea. I was like, what do they even do there, right? Because it's an oblong, potato cellar looking building. Parking is terrible. It's a crappy, traffic location. So I was like, well, I guess we'll go to an interview there, but I'm not so sure what they do there anyway. And I'm so excited that I did. They have been locally in Redmond since '79 helping people, and I did not know that. I thought that was insane. St. Vincent corporate is in 142 countries, over 1 million members, helping to serve. And probably should talk about our mission because it's kind of important. We provide compassionate support to those in need and strive to alleviate poverty and offer hope. basically we just offer hope to people. So my boss and I had a conversation this morning about, what are you going to say? And I was like, well, we're in the business of offering hope. Can we fix everybody's situation? Absolutely not. But you know what? If that person that walks in without shoes walks out with shoes and socks, we're helping one person at a time, right? That's what it's all about, is treating our neighbors like we would our friends and our family. But what do we do in that weird building? Everybody's kind of curious. Like, what do you do all day? We have a thrift store. I'm not personally a thrift store person because I'm not a shopper, and I hate unorganized areas. It's just personally an OCD thing for me. So you will never catch me dead in Ross. I hate the place. Walmart's not my favorite place. But I do find like brand new amazing things in our shop. I'm now that person. You know, because I'm kind of a picky pants. I only like Ariat jeans, and I only like this and that. Well, guess what? They have them there. I don't know who to... I'm not complaining. $7 for a pair of pants. I'm pretty excited about that. So that thrift store does basically funnel the funds into all of our other projects. So we have a laundry project twice a month where we provide the needy with the ability to wash their clothes at Kathy's Eco, and then we provide a warm meal for those people. So if you're ever buy too much laundry detergent or the wrong brand, let me know, because we need those things. Dryer sheets, things along those lines. We also have a giving closet. So like when said person comes in with no shoes on, household items, these are like donations or things that haven't sold in their store right off the bat. Tents, tarps, sleeping bags, hunting equipment. If you've gone through and, you know, hey, I don't like that cot, it's not very comfy. Some poor sucker will really enjoy it, so please, dear God, bring it into me. Tents, housewares items like cooking items, and cups and weird items to carry water. Things that we don't think about as, you know, we just go to our tap, that these people don't have that ability when you are roughing it for real. Here lately, one of our biggest one is heaters that can be used inside of tents safely without burning them to a crisp. You know, we have families that are out in the dirt in this climate, and I know it's not snowing yet, but it's not warm. And so we have little kiddos that, you know, are walking away with brand new coats due to our coat drives and things along those lines, which is pretty awesome to see their little faces light up because they're going to be warm. That's awesome. We really appreciate that. We also have propane vouchers for those people to go out and cook their meals and to stay warm. I know most Central Oregon, we're hunting, fishing, camping people, so we all understand what roughing it means, but I'm a person who loves my shower when I get home, and there's a lot of things that go into living in the dirt, so they say. That's a new term I learned. I didn't know that that was a thing, but apparently you're not roughing it anymore, you live in the dirt. I don't know. We also do, my financial assistance role is basically helping people with their utilities, helping people with their rents. Sometimes there's other options, like there might be a family that needs a little bit more assistance than just their utility bill, that they, you know, had a car accident and couldn't work for 3 weeks and were behind. Those types of situations we still kind of help with. We try not to do too many long, drawn-out assistance programs, but sometimes there's a need for that, and we make that happen. And where you guys help us the most is in your food pantry items that you guys donate and do such a great job. I was looking at the numbers, and it looks like last year you guys donated 4,436 pounds of food that helps hugely. I mean, 4,000 pounds is a lot. When you think about all the people that we feed every year, that's 26,700 people that we fed last year that you guys helped to feed. That's a huge reach in our community. Huge. Those people would be hungry if it weren't for you. And our food pantry is pretty awesome. People come in, they shop, they get what they like and don't like. They go home, they feed their families, and then they come back. It's interesting to see how many of these people that I see on a weekly basis. I don't know, I didn't really think that through, but there's a whole lot of people that you see and you sort of get names and, you know, oh, I know that person. But we help a lot, and it's kind of a cool deal. So, let me see. I'm kind of looking forward to learning about more of the things that you guys do and the ways that I can help and that we can partner together to make, you know, all those things better. Your food drives, things along those lines. If there's things that I can do better to help assist you guys, because I know that you guys are killing it, definitely. I mean, you have my card, so you can always call me. I might not answer, but you can call me. I'm curious, does anybody have any questions about what we do? Go ahead.
What outside, we do the food drive and people donating stuff, what else could you use from the community outside of?
Tangible items.
Yeah. You need people to volunteer.
We always use volunteers. Our store is mostly made up of volunteers. My food pantry is made up of volunteers. Most of my social services is made up of volunteers. I'm amazed at how much the community really picks up and is like, hey, I want to be here. I see what you guys do. If they take the chance and go into that awkward building with a really weird location. We are in the business of giving hope, and I'm amazed at how much we do on the daily. So yeah, volunteers would be amazing, but I think you guys do a fantastic job of doing the food stuff too. But I'm curious, there's probably ways that we can help you guys as well.
Along those same lines, because Juan's focused on kids.
Yes.
With St Vincent de Paul, I don't think we've had that
Reach.
relationship outside the food drive. So
Yeah.
as time goes on, and now you're one of us, you might
Yeah.
find a way to correlate
Yes.
volunteering.
How to help the
How to
kids
help
versus
kids.
just the adults. So we actually keep track of the people that we feed and the people that we help. And one of those numbers is the kid number because, I have kids in this community and I coach in this community. I'm a part of all of it. You see needs where you wouldn't see them when you are a part of it. We have helped, the total kiddo number is 547 just for last year. And if you came and sat in my office on a pantry day, today we lost some little boy 3 times before I got here, just in our little building. Because mom's trying to grab him and his brother and try to shop and do all the things that she needs to do. The Tree of Hope is a new thing that I just did this year that's helping those families. Another thing that we're going to try to do is I would like to incorporate some of our older middle school, high school kids to kind of learn more work ethic and a trade, so to speak, by coming in and helping to volunteer, whether it's in the store, picking up food items, stocking shelves, pairing them up with an adult to learn, more about being an adult, really. That's something I'm kind of working with the schools to kind of see if I can make that happen. We're kind of working towards doing some immediate housing for people so they're not outside. But the kiddo stuff is pretty near and dear to me. if you had seen some of the faces that come through my office, we only deal with people in dire straits, and it's a very personal situation. People are stressed, people are scared, people are upset. Yeah, we have some addiction issues and some mental health, and we have some cuckoo people. But they're our neighbors too. And, you know, leading with dignity is pretty important to us. As long as they're playing nice with everyone else, then we will continue to help them. Go ahead.
I know you have a connect with some of the churches and their food pantries, is that true?
Yes.
And some of the stores possibly?
Yes. Yeah, St. Thomas I know does that
So are you
a lot.
part of a network then that identifies families in need more than just them knowing about St. Vincent de Paul?
Yes. We have a home visitation program that I didn't really touch on too much. Those are certain families that might need a little bit more pull than just a one-time visit or a monthly food box. For instance, we had a gal, I think she's in her mid-20s. She's a single mom with some sick kiddos, and she's kind of one of our token members here that she needed some vehicle repairs to get back and forth to work. She needed some extra help getting food that, you know, she had a domestic violence situation and didn't feel comfortable coming at a normal time. We also helped her daughter's birthday situation. You know, there wasn't any funds for that. We as a community dug together and made sure that that little girl had a great birthday. She's also a family that is on our Tree of Hope. So those little kids will have brand new coats, brand new boots, and gifts for Christmas that mom didn't have to figure out how she was going to make that happen. So we do have those situations in which we absolutely need help. A lot of those fans or people, you know, they might need help with their rent. They might need help with a utility bill, a vehicle. The director of our operation used to run tire stores. That's what he did for 26 years. So this lady needed an alignment and she needed tires. She wasn't going to get her kids to school without those. And so we partnered with Discount Tire and she now has those. No questions asked. They were amazing, fantastic. So we absolutely have those needs. Go ahead.
Follow up a little bit of what Dana had talked about. Are you folks part of, we did see a lot of organizations come through our meetings who work in one way or another with kids or families or whatever. Do you work together? Do you have an interface with people like Neighborhood Impact and so on?
Neighborhood Impact, we get a lot of our food from them, absolutely. They're a huge proponent of the amount of food that we are able to give. Yeah, because we are partnered with them.
There are several food banks in the area. How about a place where people can go to get clothing free?
That's part of our giving closet. So our
Part of
giving
your
closet, we have a giving closet. So it has shirts, pants, sweaters, coats, shoes, boots.
Do they come into a store for that or what?
It's a store of sorts. They come and they shop off the rack, and then we just tally up whatever they needed at the end. It's free to them, and it comes through our store, so it's free to us or donations. But yes, they absolutely are able to go out the door with thousands and thousands of dollars worth of merchandise. Last year alone, that space in our area was almost $400,000 that we were able to help in our community. And that's cheap stuff. That's $7 for a pair of pants or $10 for a coat.
That area is separate though from the retail
Yes.
store though, right? So
Correct.
it's a separate area. So, which is kind of leads to my question on if I had some items that I wanted to donate, instead of taking it to the donation that goes to the store, we could bring it and have it be the donation for people to get their free stuff.
Definitely.
Okay, how do you do that?
Yeah, how do you do that?
It's a little bit tricky because our hours are our pantry hours. I'm essentially there Monday through Friday from 6:30 in the morning to 4, 3:30, whenever. But if I know somebody has donations, even if you come to the front, you can say, this donation is for the giving closet, and they will absolutely take it to me. It will get distributed, it gets hung in the giving closet. I myself went through my kids' clothes, and that's exactly where it went. Brand new coats, things with no tags, you know, it was huge. But
I did, I have more of a comment. I helped with the Laundry of Love once. And so I do it twice a month, the 10th and the 20th. And so I was there watching and observing. They said, you gotta come, you gotta come. And it's just a wonderful thing. You got people, the regulars I know, twice a month, they get their clothes cleaned. Doesn't matter how much clothes you have. There are St. Vincent people there, you know, they run the machines. That's a phone app thing. So, and then after they started that, maybe a year ago, they noticed, you know, that they did it once a month and they moved to twice. They noticed like just food. They're like 6 to 8 or 5 to 8. So, and someone says, well, we should serve them something, and they make soups and things. And it's kind of a community event. You know, you're dirt camping, as you say, dirt living, and then. But people that are coming, they know they can get their clothes cleaned twice a month, and so it doesn't, you know, worry as much. And then there's a meal there, and there's kind of it's a social event too, that people see. It's a way to kind of keep in contact with people too. But it was just something that they noticed. St. Vincent de Paul people noticed that, you know, cleaning clothes. How are they going to do that? And then they noticed, let's serve a meal too while we're doing it. And then they went twice a month for that. So it was kind of, we saw something. They saw something and they did something. They found a solution to it. So.
well, and that's exactly how this community works. Like currently, I think there's a huge need for somebody to come in and cut hair, and maybe spruce up beards. I know that sounds silly, but if you are out looking for a job and you're padding the payment to look for work, and you look scrubby or you look unkempt, you're going to feel scrubby and unkempt. You're not going to have the confidence to walk into a job interview with unclean clothes and unkempt beard and hair that's going every which way. So if anybody knows some hairdressers that might have some time, or a barber that might have some time to, you know, maybe get a free meal and help out a couple times a month, I would greatly appreciate that. I think that's a felt need that will help people get a little bit feel better about themselves.
First off, thank you very much for what you do. St. Vincent's has a long-standing relationship with helping the community of Redmond very well, so thank you for that. And then my question was, if I remember it now after thanking you, my question, hygiene items. Do you also accept and give out hygiene items like shampoo and conditioner, deodorant, toothbrushes, toothpaste, those kinds of things too? Absolutely. So those would also be good donations?
Yep.
Okay.
And anytime that you're traveling and you are at a hotel, always steal their crap. Steal their soap. Steal their shampoo. Always steal their stuff because they're going to throw it away anyway. And those are one thing that is super huge in any homeless situation. Those people need those items, and it's better to have them in small than it is to have a Costco size thing of shampoo that you're going to have to carry around. It doesn't work.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
One thing along that, hygiene works for me is, like I get my teeth cleaned 2 or 3 times a year.
100%.
They'll fill up a sack of stuff.
Yes.
Brushes, toothpaste, all that
Yes.
stuff. We've all seen it. But if you ask for it, you probably get it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those things are huge. I know I buy toothbrushes, toothpaste, floss monthly. Those are things that we hand out. But I also steal those from the dentist when we go, and I hand them out too. So those are absolutely things that are a big deal to them.
Tell us about the Tree of Hope some more. How can we engage in that?
All of my tags are taken. I only had 9.
We'll make up more.
I was told that already twice. I could absolutely do that. It was the biggest felt need that I could see in the community. But what we've done instead is all of our people that come in our shop, they're signing their kids up. And they are going to receive on December 20th a toy, whether it's boy, girl, age under 12 or whatever. They will receive something. So if you feel the need to throw a toy in your cart next time you're at Waller World or wherever, we would gladly appreciate that. Because I know that's one thing that we are definitely doing for the kiddos. We're doing a coat drive. We always are doing a coat drive this time of year. But all of those kids, we're hoping also to get new coats out to them. I guess part of the laundry project has mentioned, like when you live outside, they get matted and they get scrubby because they wear them continuously. So new coats are pretty huge. Is that it? Do you guys have any other questions?
One more.
Okay.
Is there anybody in town who does a Christmas basket program for people?
DHS does, but I don't know that it's super well received because I've heard that that's not exactly they're shying away from it. And so I know that we are doing Thanksgiving food baskets through Neighbor Impact. Those go out this week.
I know the Sandy Club, when I was in Sandy Club, they give out about 450 Christmas baskets a year.
Wow.
And those Christmas baskets were about 100 pounds each. 2 boxes, clothes, toys, the whole 9 yards. People would go to the fire station and register how many boys and girls in their family, what ages.
Yes.
And all that would be combined, and it'd take us probably 7 or 8 hours just to deliver them, and 2 or 3 days to sort all that stuff. But it was a great program in Sandy.
Well, and if that's something that you guys would want to do, we would love to do that with you.
I don't think I want to commit these guys to it.
Maybe next
It
year.
takes a lot of work,
Maybe next year.
Yeah.
but it's worth it.
Thank you, Bruce.
No, thank you. Oh, you need a picture?
You want to write it official.
Cool pen.
And for the first time ever, I'm going to quote Winston Churchill.
You bet.
We make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
That was it.
I heard you.
Well,
Oh, I'll go
they
tell.
were talking.